Hey everybody. So I think I know what happened last time with the posting tips video that I tried to post last time from last week's team call. I figured out that I believe I didn't unmute myself when I started the meeting and when I started recording. So I gave all of that information. My nose is super shiny. That's nuts. Okay. Distract squirrel. Anyway, back to the task at hand. So I gave you all that information and actually I did a pretty good job. And then I realized that you couldn't hear a bit of it. So I'm just going to recap that and also give y'all a little bit of information about some stuff coming up. So first of all, this is, I'm posting this, this recording in lieu of our normal team calls. I apologize that I'm not able to hang out with y'all this evening for that. But I have a worship team practice coming up for Easter. So that is going crazy long. So I know that that's going to happen and I want to make sure that I give you all this information. Second point of information is the information that came out at Super Saturday is super, super interesting and exciting. Where today actually is the first day that the new vegan vanilla and vegan cafe latte flavors of Shakeology are rolling out. So those are brand new. I know there was lots of talk about more vegan flavors and I'm super excited about that. So lots of good things that you can pass on to those people who maybe have had tummy issues with Shakeology in the past, or just having that in your back pocket. I always suggest that with people that maybe have some digestive issues or even pregnant or nursing, just because of the way that your body metabolizes and digests the protein. It's a different kind of protein in the vegan formula of Shakeology. And they're also making some changes to the formula itself. They're adding 2 new superfood ingredients, one of which is matcha, which is like a refined green tea powder that is really great for antioxidants. And it's even had cancer fighting research done. And it's really, really amazing. So I encourage you to check that out and get some more information about that so that you can pass that on as well. And the other one is a crazy, like, super mushroom that is awesome. I really encourage you in the back office, if you want to find out some more information about Shakeology and exactly how Darren Oline and his wife have kind of brought together those ingredients and all of those things. Really, really amazing information about how they travel all over the world. So check that out. That's the Shakeology information. 2 new programs coming out. One is Shift Shop, and that's premiering around the time of let me get my thoughts straight. Around the time of Summit, so June, July timeframe. And that's going to be, it seems to be very much like, kind of almost like an Insanity T25, like lots of footwork, but still totally doable and maybe like a next step up from some of those like cardio and like agility type workouts. It looks really, really great. I'm excited to try that one. And in May, so before that, there's the UV2 workout coming out, and that is going to be a like beginner dance routine by one of the existing trainers that we already have. The guy, awesome Brazilian, funny Brazilian guy. I can't remember his name right now, but he has the Brazilian butt lift program is his, and he has a great demeanor and is super energetic, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to get people literally up off the couch in that first step. So this is going to be a really great one for those people that either have a whole bunch of weight to lose and don't want to like start off with something really, really intense right away, people that are kind of scared by any intensity of any other programs. Super fun and energetic sounding, and that's another thing that you can pass on and information that you could give. Both of those will be available in challenge packs coming up soon. So I think that's all of the housekeeping, except make sure that you're sharing this month, just the month of April so far that we know, the $160 special on the all access challenge pack. That's your first month of Shakeology and the all access to Beachbody on demand. So that's a ridiculous deal. I would feel bad for people that don't take advantage of that this month. So that's a really, really great thing for people maybe that you've been talking to share with them about just the wide range of workouts that they can get in and have that. So for your information, those are all the things that we talked about at Super Saturday. It was a lot of fun. If you have one in your area, I encourage you to go big time. It was a lot of fun. And we got to hear from Carl Deichler at ours at Kansas City, our Kansas City meeting. It was a lot of fun. He's super energetic and always has a good word. And it's just really awesome to hear our leadership, our top leadership, our CEO, that is so passionate about other people and helping other people and helping us as coaches get the tools that we need to help other people and the people that we love and care for. So on to the meat. Posting. I just want to give y'all some tips. Y'all are doing an awesome job. I love seeing that, seeing your posting, all of the different ways that you're adding value to people's lives. I encourage you to keep doing that. I want you to always remember that no matter what kind of a story you have, that someone needs to hear your story. And that's the whole purpose of sharing anything on social media. We're not selling, we're sharing. And I love the idea of not even before you have a transformation, even before you have results, don't let that stop you if you don't have that yet from sharing your journey on social media, because it's going to build trust and it's going to build that consistency, and people are going to know that you're there for the long haul and they're going to turn to you when they need help. I know I had just been in a challenge group for a month when I signed up as a coach. I was nowhere near my goals, but I was able to at least share, hey, this is what I want to do and this is where I'm going. Who wants to come with me? And people started jumping on board with me. And now that I've shared that and I keep sharing consistently through that posting is what really brings that consistency and that trust and building trust. So if you're not used to posting several times a day, we're going to work up to that. So if you're posting maybe now once a day or maybe every other day, work on posting at least once a day, maybe bumping it up to twice, morning, evening. That's good. Or if like you're 2, bump it up to 3. I shoot for 3 to 5 times a day. Usually, I'm usually right at 3. I do a morning post, I do an afternoon post, and I do an evening post, and that just kind of keeps me on track. So I'm adding value. I'm sharing recipes. I'm sharing any motivational quotes or things. Like I have a picture of me, not necessarily some stock photo or somebody that they're not going to know. I have a picture of me with a quote that I found from Pinterest. So sometimes I do share Pinterest quotes, if it's just words or whatever, but what you're thinking of is while you're adding value and your message is important, you want to make sure that people are going to catch their attention and that their eyes are going to stop at what you have to say. And so when they're scrolling through Facebook, you want to give them a picture or a visual, an image that's going to stop them from scrolling, and then they're more likely to get your message. So I like to focus on my top 3 things that are most important to me when I'm trying to think about what am I going to post about. I don't wake up every morning knowing exactly what the rest of my posts are going to be for that day. Mine are faith, family and friends go together, and fitness. And so those are the things that I kind of, those are the filters that I kind of put everything through when I'm posting each day. So I think about I'm posting about my faith, I'm posting about my family or my friends, and I'm posting about my fitness. So you notice there, it's not all about Beachbody, because that's what gets people tired of hearing. We've all seen the people that all they talk about is what they're selling, and we don't want to be that way. You're thinking about really adding value. And that comes in a lot of different ways, not just sharing, your workout or your Shakeology every day. It doesn't have to be that way. So some things to not do. I suggest highly Not sharing stock photos. Like, don't go, like, you can use tools in the back office, and there's lots of tools there for you to use, and pictures and stuff like that. But like, not like a bunch of stock photos of like everything that's in the 21-day fix challenge pack, or a bunch of stock photos of Shakeology. Sometimes when I do my Shakeology, it's hard for me to remember. I still have to remind myself to maybe turn my bottle around so it doesn't say Shakeology right there on the bottle, because the thing that I'm going for, and I actually had somebody ask me about this the other day, like you might have picked up on it, like when I'm talking about a workout program, I don't always say I'm working through T25 or I'm working through Hammer and Chisel. Like, I say this program, and people ask me about it, and then I message them. So I want a little bit of mystery going on. Same with Shakeology. What is that you're drinking? Because then you're able to personally message that person that asks, say, hey, I'm going to shoot you a message. And then you're able to answer questions, ask them questions about, have you ever tried this? What kind of workouts do you do? And it's kind of gets that going. But it wouldn't happen if there was, if you said everything right out in the open. Also, no links. You're not going to share your link to your website right away. That's something that you do in a personal message once somebody's ready to order. You share your link to your website. Hey, go to my website and order this, or that's a no-no. All of these things that I'm sharing with you are things that I've done in the past, and I've learned. I am by no means perfect right now at all, but I do know what I've done in the past that has not worked, and I'm trying to help y'all kind of avoid some of the mistakes that I made. And you'll see the same with, top coaches in the business. It's kind of funny to talk to them and hear from them and see kind of where they came from and where they are now and the things that they've learned. So if you haven't already done your coach announcement, like, I am a Beachbody coach. Side note, another squirrel. I don't always say that I'm a Beachbody coach. People sometimes have to ask me, is that the Beachbody thing? Or what do you do? Or how is that? But you notice, again, there's a little bit of the mystery. You don't always have to say that. If you have, that's fine. I'm not saying, like, go and redo everything that you've done. And if you've messed up, like, I hope you hear that this is from experience. Like, I can go back to my post and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. But I'm learning, and so are you. And I hope that these give you some tips and some tricks of how to improve in your posting. Back to your posting about your coaching journey. So this is where that whole journey and letting somebody know what you're doing and your goals and those kind of things. Like, you don't have to have results yet to talk about your coaching journey. Talk about where you were, and you have made a change in your mind, at least, that this is what I want from my life. And this is what I had before, and this is what I'm working towards now. And that's a story. And that's something that somebody needs to hear. So be sure to share that, and don't be afraid to share that. You're gonna have lots of people say, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And you're gonna have lots of people comment and like and your posts are, it's going to be an inspiration to somebody, and they're going to say, oh, I'm so proud of you for doing this, and that kind of thing. Contact those people. Those are great people to add to your list, to your warm market, and just touch base with them and thank them. I always say something like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, maybe it's not a big deal for you to like or comment on my page, but it means so much to me to have your support, and I really appreciate it. And then you can ask questions. If it's somebody you haven't talked to in a while, maybe start with, what's going on in your life, or how have you been, or those kind of things. But it's a really great way to open up the door and invite them to join you. That's what we're doing. We're inviting others. We're sharing our goals, sharing what we're working on, and inviting someone else to come and take that step with us. These are the people that you love and care about, or you wouldn't be friends with them on Facebook, right? You at least want to have some kind of a connection with them, and you have a gift to share. So if you are just now starting out as a challenger, if you're a new coach and you're just now starting out, that is awesome. You are building your story, and you are building your results. And I hope that you have taken your before pictures, because you're going to want to have those, at least, if not now. Trust me, that you're going to want to have those to have for later, for the future. And for you to be able to share. If you're working as a challenger right now, be the best challenger you can be. If this is your first challenge group and you're a new coach and you don't know what you're doing, just be the best challenger you can be. Lean in, lead by example, show up, be a product of the product, drink your shake, do your workouts, post about it, answer the questions in there whenever we're posting and asking for action. Just lead by example and show them how it's done. Just be a really great challenger. That's what I try to do all the time. That's why I do everything that I ask my challengers to do. I want to be the best challenger that I can be, to show them I'm not going to ask you to do something that you're not doing yourself. So all of that to say, be a good challenger, but still be inviting. You can still invite people to join us in a challenge group. You can still add them to one of my groups. We have a group coming up on April 24th. I'm going to be working on the cover pick and the name for that and everything like that. And I will get that information out on Team Boundless page for you to share. But keep sharing your story. That's really the basis of all of posting, right? Is just to share your story. Kind of see it as like, this is I almost see it like a journal. Like, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm struggling with. This is how I'm overcoming that. These are recipes. These are my kids. This is my husband. This is life. And what I always keep in the back of my mind is, who am I talking to? Who's that person that I want to reach? And also, when I post anything, it's in order to get that response that I'm looking for is me too, because then you're making a connection with someone else and you're adding value to their lives. And they're going to know by your consistency and building that trust that you're there for them whenever they start needing that help. If you have any questions about posting or anything, I would love to answer anything that I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll get it for you. I love to be tagged in your post. I love to see what you're doing, and I love for my friends to see what you're doing. So please continue to do that. Tag me anytime. It's not going to bother me. In fact, I really would rather you do that because I'm encouraged and I get a lot out of your posts as well. And I love following y'all and seeing your journey. It's a blessing to me. I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I will post it. But I hope y'all are having a good evening. I know it's still daytime out there because I'm trying to get this done on Monday afternoon. But have a really great Tuesday night. I'm sorry that we can't be here in person, but know that I love y'all and I'm pulling for you, and I'm here to answer any questions that you have. And I'm just thankful for y'all. So y'all have a good evening, and we'll talk to you later.